everybody, it's Glenn Depke, and today I want to continue our discussion on the ketogenic diet. We've first discussed the basic value and the benefits you'll receive from this, and in the last video we discussed some of the underlying aspects of what you want to be eating when you're in a ketogenic diet. Today I want to get into some of the basics of not just what you're eating, but how much of what you're eating, which is very important on this particular way of eating. So we want to think of it from a perspective of carbohydrates, which is typically almost exclusively going to be vegetables for you, lower glycemic vegetables, as we talked about in the previous video. We're going to talk about protein sources, and then we're also going to talk about fat. Now, some general guidelines from those three different macronutrients. From a carbohydrate perspective, you'd like to keep your your net carbs at 50 grams or less per day. Yeah, so basically, when we're talking about net carbs, if you're looking at either, if you look up something on the internet of what you just ate, and it gives you the total carbs, but then it'll also give you carbs that come from fiber. So basically, to get your net carbs, you take the total fiber minus, or not the total fiber, you take the total carbs minus the carbs from fiber, and that gives you your net carbs. So if you have something that has a total carbohydrate level of 20 and the carbs from fiber are actually 10, well, that actually gives you a net carb of 10 because you're subtracting the 10 from the 20. And so you're really paying attention to this. Now, it makes it easy nowadays with the internet. It used to be years ago you'd have to take out a book and be flipping through it to get all this information. All you have to do is go into your favorite browser and just, let's say that you had celery, you could say, well, what's the carbohydrate levels of celery, or you could look for a nutrient breakdown of celery. It'll give you the information you're looking for, and it'll be right at your fingertips and very quick. And now, outside of that, then from the protein perspective, this is where it gets a little bit more specific and more really tied into you. Is a general guideline is you want to consume approximately 1 gram of protein for every kilogram of lean body mass, not just your total weight and in kilograms. So what you'll need to do with this is you'll need to assess your lean body mass. Now, I find the easiest way to do this is one of those scales that actually breaks down the metabolic aspect of your body. Will break down your body into lean mass. It'll break it down into fat weight, water weight, and such. If you don't have a scale like this yourself, I would suggest going back to your favorite search browser and just put in there for where can I get my body fat checked or my lean mass checked, and in your area, and it'll give you somewhere that'll be probably pretty local to you where you can go and get this done for a relatively inexpensive price. And this is important because remember, you want approximately 1 gram of protein for every kilogram of lean body mass, basically. Now, the last part of this is with fat. So what you would really want to achieve is approximately 70 to 85% of your daily caloric intake from fat. And a lot of people think when I say that, they kind of freak out because they think, oh my God, like that's a lot of fat. But it's really not. It's relatively easy to achieve because fat is your most caloric dense food. So it's easier to get more fat in with your meal from a calorie perspective than it is obviously protein and vegetables. And most of the vegetables are going to be extremely low, if even no calorie perspective. And the meat is actually going to add a little bit of that. And again, this is all easy to understand because you could just go right into your favorite search engine. You could type in how much fat is in 3 ounces of salmon, or how many calories are in 3 ounces of salmon. It'll give you the answer quickly and easily. And this way, and at the beginning, there's going to be a little bit of looking up for you, and it might seem like, oh, this is really intensive. But once you start getting used to this, you'll very quickly understand what are the right amounts and volume of food that you're going to be eating at each meal to stay within the limits that you're really looking for. Yeah, so remember, it's 50 grams of net carbs or less per day. You're looking at 1 gram of protein for every kilogram of lean body mass. And then you're also looking for about 70 to 85% of the caloric value of your day's meals to be from fat. Yeah, so this gives you some parameters to Now you've got the benefits of the ketogenic diet, you've got some of the basic understanding of what foods you'll be eating, and now you've got a deeper understanding at the quantity, or really the volume of food that you're going to be eating based on the macronutrients of what we discussed today between your vegetables, your protein, as well as your fat. So I look forward to tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to get a little bit deeper into some of the intricacies of the ketogenic diet. We're going to talk about, if you're the overachiever, that you really want to make sure you're nailing this. We're going to talk about checking glucose and ketone production levels to really make sure that you're in a prime level of burning fat for fuel in the ketogenic diet. So I look forward to sharing this information with you tomorrow and continuing this entire discussion on the ketogenic diet over the rest of this week and probably into next week, to give you all the information you need to enter into this way of eating easily and effortlessly with the most amount of information you can have available at your fingertips. So to make sure you get this information, subscribe to this channel. Once you subscribe, click on the bell in the upper right. That way you'll get notifications of either my YouTube lives or when I send out a video for you, which is going to give you the next bit of really invaluable information that you're looking for. And also give it a thumbs up if you're enjoying the content here. And also, if you have any comments or questions, please leave them below and I will address those personally. So look forward to chatting with you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day and enjoy moving into your ketogenic diet. Bye-bye.